Hi, my name's Michelle Ladd, and I'm the founder to National Veteran Resources. We are a website that is a source to share information for our veterans, and most of these resources are non-for-profit organizations that help our veterans that may suffer with PTSD, suicidal thoughts, depression, anxiety, homelessness, etc. And so, what I do is I travel the country and I interview by video these non for profit organizations that help our veterans. And I also interview veterans and first responders. Some of these organizations do help our first responders as well. And I interview veterans that would like to share their story, good and bad. I let them just talk. And their purpose in interviewing with me is to share their experiences and talk about PTSD and talk about how others need to get help. And you'll maybe see that in a couple of my other videos that I'm hoping I'm going to get a chance to share. I'm also the CEO to Heroes Home Advantage, and that is a real estate rebate program for America's heroes. And my company has realtors and loan officers and title companies and attorneys and home inspectors and more that want to help our veterans and first responders. It's also for our police officers, firefighters, healthcare providers, teachers, ambulance workers. When they buy or sell a house, my team gives their commission and discounts and rebates to thank them for their services. So I'm so crazy passionate for our heroes. I'm the mother of two veterans. One of them is a combat veteran and a firefighter. So you're going to start to see where some of my passion's coming from. But I started working with heroes pretty exclusively in 2010. So since 2010. 2 years ago, I got so crazy for our heroes that I decided I would buy an RV. Never had one before. Don't like camping. The thought of emptying any kind of tanks was nothing that I was interested in. But I did it. I went out and bought a 24-foot RV. I wrapped it with Heroes Home Advantage, and I traveled the country. I have traveled now over 30,000 miles meeting heroes of America and thanking them for their services. And I've also had my teams out there doing events for heroes to thank them for their services. So we've provided dinners and lunches and awards and ceremonies all over the country. So after 30,000 miles of staying in, I've counted 33 Walmart parking lots. I've also stayed at rest areas. I've stayed in my partner's driveways. It's like a rock star tour, so I haven't had a lot of time to actually go to a campground, which I'm hoping to change soon because I'm getting a little tired. Nothing's going to stop me. I decided in January that I'm going to dedicate my life to helping veterans and first responders that suffer with PTSD. And so I decided that I would like to sell everything I have. I'm going to go full-time RV. And I decided that there's no way I'm going to live in a 24-foot RV. So we are sitting in my new 32-foot RV. I'm at an American Legion parking lot right now. They've allowed me to stay till I get back on the road again. And so this 32 RV allows me room to be able to have like a bed that I don't have to jump up onto on a bunk or roll out. And it has a lot more conveniences for me. So I've decided to wrap this 32-foot RV with nothing but National Veteran Resources. I can't wait for you to see it. All I'm going to tell you is I'm actually going to try to show you a mock-up of it, but it's going to be wrapped in the American flag. I have some photos of my very favorite heroes. I have some friends that I have just gotten acquainted with that are wounded veterans that have allowed me to put their photos on my RV. And so this is going to be my house. and I'm wrapping it for our veterans. So, with that said, I'm not a non-for-profit, and so everything I do is out of pocket. And I'm doing this fundraiser because although I hate to ask for help for anything, someone has recently told me if I don't ask, the answer is always going to be no. So I've created this fundraiser to ask if you would be willing to help me. The cost of the wrap, I'm actually getting a pretty good discount. It's a big, huge vehicle to wrap. It's going to be about $6,800. And then I would like to order brochures to hand out to all of our veterans in the organizations and just civilians as I'm traveling, because I'm going to be all over the country. And also, I'd like to get started with a little bit of money aside for the gas, because I get about 8 gallons, 8 miles a gallon. And so last year, I think, I can't even tell you how much I spent in gas in the 24-foot RV. This year, I'm starting out in Georgia. I'm heading to Texas. I'm going all over the country. And when I'm needed, I'm going to see if I can get there. I have some scheduled events I have to be to. But my goal is I'm going to be interviewing veterans and first responders. They're sharing their stories. And I'm interviewing non-for-profit organizations out there that help our veterans, and some of them do help first responders with PTSD, suicide prevention, depression, anxiety, homelessness. Some of them help with jobs. Some of them are, they have all kinds of benefits. So what I do is I share them on this website, nationalveteranresources.com. So if you'd like to follow me, I have a YouTube channel. It's RV Hero Gypsy, RV Hero Gypsy. And I also have my Facebook page. I have a couple Facebook pages, but it's National Veteran Resources. I think it's Michelle Ladd, National Veteran Resources, and it's Michelle with 1 L. And so I just want to thank you so much in advance for your support, your love, your encouragement. If you want to help out in any amount of way, if you could help out with just a little bit to help me get some brochures or help go towards this wrap, I would greatly appreciate it. And I would love you to follow me and keep sending me your prayers, and your support means so much to me. It keeps me going. And I'm raising awareness, and I think that our veterans deserve it. So I want to thank you so much, and I just want to say God bless and keep me in your prayers. Bye-bye.